Well, everyone knows by now I have been playing with the idea of becoming Mormon for a while this year, and decided not to when they decided that Christians shouldn't take care of each other. When they wanted me to break off my friendship with my brother-in-arms, Chris Evans, because we have been watching each other sick for 4 years medically because we're both in ill health. They said we were breaking the law of chastity by watching each other's backs. We don't live together. We've never been with each other, if you will. If you know what I mean. But in their dirty, earthbound minds, because we are male and female, we shouldn't be helping each other. Okay, nope, that's it. We're gone. But the Bishop Brian Sorensen was also had made it clear that he didn't like the fact that I helped Chris with his insurance. And he wanted money himself instead. So now we know where the Mormon Church's priorities lie. Give us money, don't help other people with money. Well, it turns out that our former police chief, Angie Haley, is a member of the church. So now we know what was wrong with our police force. Why our police force was so screwed up before Police Chief Gilbert took back over. Now we know why the philosophies are so fucked up and why the most vulnerable of our citizens were not being protected and served and considered second-class citizens who are being thrown to the wayside. Why Peyton Rogers was not protected and served when she was killed by the hit-and-run officer. Why I was told I was not considered worthy of being protected by my neighbor who threatened to kill me, to shoot and kill me, because I am just a disabled veteran, while my neighbor is still a tax-paying worker. I was told that by Officer Fletcher. I'm not worth protecting and serving. Unfortunately, the vulnerable, I'd say probably 75% of Marion is now categorized in that vulnerable class. Because most of I'd say only about 25% of Marion is in the upper class now. That's why a lot of Marion is speaking out now. Now we know how the Mormons got control of our city. Well, After I got told to break off my friendship with Chris, I ran. And I'm not being quiet about it either. As one who's always been judged by the church, despite my faith, and one who has never been quiet, one who has never let the church do my thinking for me, one who has never let Republican or Democratic parties do my thinking for me, always been an independent, always been outspoken. I'm considered crazy for speaking out. I'm always going to speak my mind because that's how my father taught me to be, both my father and my mother. And that's why my sister hates me, and that's why my ex-husband hates me, because I'm not quiet about what's been done to me. And you know what I say about being quiet about what's been done to me? Fuck you. They tried to gag me through the courts. And I said, fuck you. There's a constitutional right to freedom of speech. You'll never cover up my speaking out. That's just another way of using domestic violence. Having them and finding out that the Mormon Church is trying to do that too, trying to stifle years-long friendships under chastity law, even though you're not even doing anything. Wow. Get your fucking dirty minds back to yourselves. It's no wonder no one believes your dirty-minded assholeness. Okay, the Mormon Testament is interesting to read and great to see further testament about what happened after Jesus came to the Americas and whatnot. But I ain't going to your stupid man's laws about plural marriages and chastity law crap about not having friendships with men and fuck you. Jesus had friendships with women. Look at his friendship with Mary Magdalene. Go screw yourselves. And that bit about not drinking coffee or tea, that's not anywhere in the Bible either. I already looked. Jeez. Just another way the Mormon Church is trying to constrict their hold on people, just like the Catholic Church did before them. I saw Brian Sorensen break up one marriage between a dear friend of mine and his wife and chase him out of town. Not only that, but the wife had to go back to Tennessee, where she is now living in a world of hell with her mother, and can't even get help because the mother destroyed her records. Way to go, Pastor or Bishop Sorensen! Way to go! Put people into hell. And then God punishes Bishop Sorensen with a brain aneurysm, trying to get him to learn his lesson about breaking up marriages. But he doesn't learn his lesson and comes after me, trying to bust up my friendship with Chris. Because Chris and I have been watching each other's backs for our bad health for 4 years. Because we're brother and sister in arms from the military. We are both disabled veterans in poor health. It's called watching your six. But Brian Sorensen apparently has no idea that military brothers in arms do this. We are family long after we get out of the military. But Brian Sorensen thinks that he outstrips the military family. Well, fuck you on that too. Our blood runs thicker than yours, Brian Sorensen. We've been through the shit together. And that's using military jargon. You should have known better than to come down on me, considering how many times I've been judged by a church. I will sooner leave a church that judges me than leave a brother in arms. Every single frickin' time. I feel no loyalty to a church that judges me. But I feel every loyalty to a brother in arms. Because they will have your back every time. Over a corrupt church.